So Ricardo Pepi, as important as he was, he becomes a hell of a lot more important now.
The big news, though, I buried the lead. We had Folarin Balogun just got announced by his head coach, Adi Hooter, that he is going to be out for 4 months. Folarin Balogun out for 4 months, which opens the door for a nice consistent run for one Ricardo Pepi, who did not get off the bench in PSV's 1-0 loss to Heerenveen this weekend. Also didn't get off the bench midweek against Brest. So kind of a tale of two different feelings, I'm sure, for Ricardo Pepi. But your thoughts on Folarin Balogun, resident number 9, Charlie Davies. What are we saying about this? 4 months. Could be longer. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I will say is I wish him the best in his recovery because it's not easy. I mean, we're talking about heading into the year before World Cup. You know, all eyes are on the U.S. men's national team. And let's be real. In his position, you've wanted more. And he hasn't had the support, no matter who's played up top, to be honest. But we expected him to kind of fulfill the goal drought in that position, someone who could create and score and kind of be the talisman for the U.S. men's national team. And now that's going to fall on Ricardo Pepi, solely on Ricardo Pepi, because he has been playing well when he's played. Look, even PSV, they struggle now when he's not starting. It's clear as day that he is better for the team than Luuk de Jong. And I don't know if Peter Bosz realizes that yet, and he's just forcing Luuk de Jong to play, or he's just saying, you know what, Luuk de Jong's my guy, and I'm gonna stick with him until the end of the season. Then we'll assess things. But I think I feel really terrible for Balogun because now he's got to wait that much longer to get in camp with Pochettino, and he's probably going to miss Nations League, right? And those are 2 big games for the U.S. Potentially 2 big games, and he's going to have to wait till the summer.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Yeah. Big opportunity though for some other players in the pool. Tones.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we've spoken about this for a couple months. We love sort of the competition, right? And then you see Josh Sargent go down, right? So it takes one guy out of the picture. Now you see you see Folarin Balogun go down. It takes another guy out of the picture, and then you start wondering. We went from like having like 3 or 4 options at least to look at to who goes into camp at that point. So Brandon Vazquez becomes a little bit more important now, right? In his sort of progression and what it looks like for him. Do they move somebody else into a number 9 spot? Still got Timothy Way. I don't think he's a 9, but anyway, you got to have a look because who else are your true number 9s at that point? If anything should happen to Ricardo Pepi, and knock on wood that it doesn't, then you're starting to get really thin right at that position. So yeah, hopefully Flo gets back
as a 9 at that case.
Right. Yeah. And then you're, but that's not what you want, right? You don't want to be in that position. You'd rather have Sargent healthy and hell, you might rather have like Daryl Dike, who's supposed to come back in January. I think it's like, you want everybody healthy and scoring and you want options. And now we're losing options and we're losing options at the top, right? We're losing Flo and we're losing Josh Sargent and wherever you put him, he's in your top 5, right? So that's where it becomes problematic right now. So Ricardo Pepi, as important as he was, he becomes a hell of a lot more important now.
Yeah, and as we see here from Kenyon, Haji Wright also injured at the moment. Sargent should be back. Haji Wright should be back by Nations League. But again, they still have to round into fitness and get into good form.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Also, Brandon Vazquez started this big game for Monterrey, leg 2 against Club America in the Liga MX final. I want to circle back to that because I kind of said it wrong. This win for Club America is their 3rd straight title in Liga MX after they won the 2023 Apertura and the 2024 Clausura. They now have a 4 championship cushion over rivals Chivas in the league's all-time table. And I want to give a shout out to their coach, Andre Jardine, because he took over the club in 2023. He guided America to those 3 titles, and he also won the Campeón de Campeones and the Campeones Cup in 2024. The guy just wins trophies. So I shout out to Andre Jardine. Unbelievable. Now Vazquez didn't do much in his time. 71 minutes, I think he played. But it was nice to see him get trusted by Di Michaelis, the manager for Monterrey, and unfortunately didn't turn into anything else. Very curious to see what he ends up doing. He's being linked to San Jose Earthquakes right now to play for Bruce Arena. I heard it's going to be an expensive move if the Quakes decide to do it, and they have an owner in John Fisher who doesn't like expensive moves. So we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. But maybe Bruce can turn his head and change his mind. But, it's going to be really fascinating to see how that goes.